And there we go again. Mineski took game one with their pushing strategy. It absolutely worked out for them. It was interesting to see, and Scythe couldn't really do anything because they lost the early towers, and simply for that reason Mineski had the gold and the experience advantage, and they just kept on pressing. As soon as we saw the Necro 3 units coming up and getting ready again for a second go, they managed to break high ground. They got the racks, and Scythe just decided to, you know, guys, we go in game number 2, different draft, better draft possibly, and yeah. Anyway, this broadcast is brought to you by HeflaTV. I am HeflaMoke. With me is Coucher, my awesome caster, and yeah, if you like what you see, what you hear, then like us on Facebook, follow of course our stream. You can also find us on Twitter and on YouTube. Everything you see here as a game, if you want to show it to your friends whatsoever, the VODs will be as soon as possible up on our YouTube, so you can show it all the people you want. And of course, like the videos there as well. We appreciate it. Anyway, let's go into the draft.
Yeah, Mineski, they start out with an Ancient Apparition ban. Scythe had it last game as well, and even though it was no trouble for Mineski actually, because they always popped the mech just before the Ice Blast was flying in, it's still a really annoying hero to go up against. It was just the case that Mineski had too much of an advantage already. Other than that, the hero can be really strong, but Scythe, they do ban out the Lycan this time. They're not making the same mistake, but they can pick up the Nature's Prophet themselves if they want to.
Like the bans we see, absolutely standard. Like 4 of those heroes are exactly in the list of the first bans and first picks, and the 5th one who's on the list is the Invoker. He doesn't get banned this game, and Mineski takes this as an advantage, and they pick it, and so does Scythe. The Nature's Prophet wasn't banned, so they take it, absolutely according to the meta. In the European meta we see similar things where maybe the Naga is sometimes coming later, but in Dota the Naga is like coming pretty early out in the bans or the picks, so everything according to plan and according to meta. I like it, but the question is, what's coming further from here on?
Yeah, Scythe, they got the Nature's Prophet, so, okay, I guess they're answering our question at the moment themselves, though. They go for the Sand King, which leaves Mineski to go either for the Nyx again or a Visage, but the Shadow Shaman, which was banned last time, is now picked up by them.
Yep.
So, loads of lockdown, loads of push.
And it's pretty interesting that Scythe goes for the heroes Mineski had in the last game. They're like, oh guys, you just won game 1 with this, we go for the same. The only problem is they can't pick the Lycan, so that's just too bad. Otherwise we would have seen some sort of mirror copy strategy from Scythe there. But I don't think they go for more heroes we saw in the last game, because Mineski seems to have like a game plan number 2. With the Invoker and the Shadow Shaman, there's new heroes on the pitch we didn't see last game, and simply for that reason, I'm looking forward. What's Mineski's plan there?
Yeah, Mineski, at least as far as their bans go, they are very similar to game 1. They ban out the Morphling. They don't want Miracle to have that hero, because Miracle is a sick carry. Of course, that requires him to actually get the farm and get to the stage where he can be sick. Because last game he was doing pretty well on the Juggernaut, but just not well enough, or at least he couldn't support his team alone. So Scythe, they do ban out a Doombringer, which maybe leads me to believe that they are looking for something like an Ember or a Storm Spirit.
Yep, Ember and Storm Spirit, like one of those heroes, are really vulnerable to Doom, so they don't want to have Doom against them, and that leads to the only conclusion. They have to pick something of that is really, you know, just not wanting to face this lockdown by the Doom. And by the way, Mineski, look at Mineski's bans there. They go again, like from the second ban rotation, they go for like banning out core heroes, like carry heroes. And this is pretty interesting because we saw the same pattern in game 1. And yeah, so Scythe has to choose pretty much something else, and they go for standard bans pretty much. I mean, the Doom obviously to make space for whatever they, for example, pick for mid, maybe an Ember, maybe a Storm, and the Nyx Assassin. Well, this is all according to the current meta, of course.
Yeah, the Storm Spirit would be really nice, especially if there's the Nyx Assassin with the mana burn. It's also really annoying against the Storm, or well, against any high intelligence hero, to be honest. So they might go for something else, either still like a Puck might be also possible, just jumping in with the Silence Dream Coil to lock them down. so that Sand King could come in with a nice epicenter maybe. So endless possibilities still.
Yep. And by the way, to the viewers who can't watch the stream, I really have no idea what this is all about, because the upload on my side is absolutely perfect, and like there's like thousands of people who don't have a problem, so I have really no idea. Like if you're from Southeast Asia or something, I can just blame it on the Twitch server being, I don't know, not really connecting to you whatsoever, but this stream is working for thousands of people and viewers every single day, and there's just a handful of people that have problems watching it. I have no technical solution right now. All I can tell you is, like, I'm uploading here with 5 megabit, and that is definitely more than most of the streamers have out there, and I don't know, like, I can't change anything from my side, at least. I can maybe try next time another Twitch server or something, but this is not up to me. That's the problem. So at the moment I can just blame Twitch and hope this is, yeah, I don't know, something just having to do with Twitch having technical issues or technical issues with Southeast Asia. Anyway, let's go back into the draft. We see a Crystal Maiden, the running aura, of course, and Mineski, instant pick, Centaur Warrunner.
Yeah, Mineski, they grabbed themselves a potential offlaner now with the Centaur, as well as that hero has been so popular lately, to be honest.
Yep,
he's
I like it.
Quite tanky with the return damage. The Stampede is a global spell that can be used either for initiation or even the escape of his teammates. And of course the burst damage from the hoof stomp as well as the double edge. A pretty nice hero, and should be able to actually do pretty nicely against Scythe supports, which are the Sand King and Crystal Maiden, just because he is so damn tanky.
Oh! Look what we see there. What are my tired eyes seeing there? It's a Conca. A Conca.
Yeah, not something we see too often. And I mean, they do have some pretty nice follow-up with the Conca boat. The X marks the spot. The Sand King can just easily get in range for the Burrow Strike because of those spells. And if there's a torrent into Burrow Strike into a ghost ship,
Yep.
then one hero just, or maybe even multiple heroes, gonna get blown up.
Yep, and I like it. I don't know, like, I think in the last 3 weeks of casting, there was not a single Conca in the setup. I think this is the first Conca we both cast at all. I mean, like, in the couple we have since we founded HeflaTV. This is, I'm really excited because, wow, I mean, we saw everything else, like, I don't know, Pudge, Fun Games and all that stuff, like, yesterday by EG, but a Conca, this is gonna be amazing. I'm so excited.
Really haven't seen that hero for ages, but Mineski, they answer with a Rubik. So Rubik definitely has a ton of spells to steal. Almost every spell from Conca can be used really nicely by the Rubik. As well, of course, maybe getting the Burrow Strike is so nice for him as well.
Like, we have 2 more bans coming out. It's the Nakes and the Mirana. To be honest, I think the Mirana would have been really nice for Mineski's setup there. Like, additional stun, the Moonlight Shadow, some magical damage coming out as well, and of course the option to go into damage on the Mirana. And the Nakes on Mineski's ban, well, it's, I guess, a legit ban. They take out another core, but Scythe was not even interested in the Lifestealer. They go for Shadow Fiend.
Templar Assassin.
Oh, and TA on Mineski. This is gonna be a very interesting game. Very, very interesting.
Yeah, once again, we can see that Scythe is going for something out of the ordinary for sure, like last game with the Omni Knight as well as the Juggernaut. Whereas Mineski, they're going really standard, and they just go for something that they know that works for sure. So it's a lot of pressure on Scythe because they are so reliant on execution now.
Yep. And while they pick the heroes, I have to say it again, guys. You can find us on Facebook, HeflaTV on Facebook, HeflaTV on Twitter. Of course, the stream that you're watching right now, please follow it as well. And if you're interested in the VODs, the YouTube link is below the stream, or you can also find it on our Facebook. And if you have some friends who want to watch it, or for those people who have Twitch problems today and they can't load the streams, then watch the VODs later. We're gonna upload them as soon as we can right after the match. And anyway, the game is loaded. Mineski needs a little timeout. Oh, they actually paused before they picked the heroes.
So we can predict now.
We can predict. Oh no, that this is your job. I can definitely do something. By the way, we got the translation. Some guy who understood Korean translated the name of the stand-in for Scythe's side there, and it translates as crazy. I don't know if this is correct. I'm just, this is just hearsay, what I heard in the lobby, but we call from now on Crystal Maiden is crazy. And I'm gonna introduce, now that I'm anyway doing it, Scythe's side here. We have Hannah on the Nature's Prophet, Poloson is on the Kunkka, and I really hope he does some nice stuff there. Miracle is playing the Shadow Fiend. He did quite a nice job on the Juggernaut last game. I have to say that, like, he used, 4 or 5 Omni Slashes, and 3 of them actually found the kill. The other ones were, like, desperate defending Omni Slashes and didn't lead to anything. But his early game, he got levels, he got farm, so at least from his side of the game, it was going quite well. And anyway, last but not least, we have Pokai on the Sand King.
And for Mineski, so far Jesse Vash has picked up the Centaur, so I'm guessing he's gonna go towards the off lane with Chia, playing the mid lane Invoker, Owa on the Rubik, and Inma Cute is playing the Shadow Shaman, I would guess, and Jay will be picking up, what the hell was their 5th hero? The Templar Assassin.
Yeah, we have TA.
So actually it might be Jay going towards the mid lane once again on the Templar Assassin, and Invoker safe lane like he did last game. With also it's gonna be an aggressive tri lane with the center Warrunner by the looks of it.
Yeah, it definitely looks like it at the moment, but let's see, they're heading out so far. Nobody bought a courier. It feels like a pub, like, oh, no courier, GG, game is over. And there comes the courier out. It's a standard Borg courier by Rubik. Someone buy Mineski, please, a proper courier. Like, seriously. Anyway, we see them heading at the moment. 3 going towards the safe lane. The TA, as you predicted, is gonna be mid. And, Jesse Vash, he has to take the off lane. There's no wards so far coming out, even though, no, Pokai doesn't have any wards with him. The Treants are scouting out already. But no wards whatsoever.
Yeah, they're just holding on to them because there's still 40 seconds before the actual creep spawn, so they want to get the maximum time out of those wards probably.
Yep, but Mineski, as we say that, they actually come out with the ward. So there's this protective ward against whatever is coming there on the Radiant safe lane. So this is there just to protect the center Warrunner. And there's a second ward coming out, giving vision in the entire lane, making it easier for the tri lane, if it actually stays a tri lane, to get a gank up. Like, they're checking, Cento is checking Roshan, just saying hello to Big King Gonger, and Rubik and Rasta, they want to secure that top rune in case it spawns there. And also Centaur is around the bottom rune, so Mineski's gonna get the first rune. It's an illusion. Not too bad for a first rune to find, because it gives you additional vision. You can even, if he steers them right now, he can block the first creep pull, which is probably a good idea, simply for the reason that Maiden will most likely try to stack for the Shadow Fiend or for the side pulls. So, and he actually does it, but like, one illusion already gets cleaned up by the Centaur Warrunner, and the other one, is he actually creep skipping with it?
Yeah, he's pulling the creep wave back so that the double wave would come towards his own tower afterward. So some nifty plays already coming out, whereas Inma Cute just harassing Hana like a madman there. This Nature Prophet is gonna have a hard time.
He went level 1 the other shock. That really will drive out Hana out of this lane. Anyway, in mid, TA Kunkka, this is really gonna be interesting because they have both splash abilities, like the Psyblade versus Tideprinker. What's your prediction? Who's gonna win?
I think Chase probably gonna have the upper hand, just because the splash comes out every now and then. It's on a quite long cooldown at the start.
He actually has to be careful. This is 70 HP, another Psyblade, and he might have been in trouble. Anyway, we see the same disaster there. The Trilane versus the Centaur, and it's always so sad to see, like, Crazy on the Crystal Maiden. He tries to harass the Centaur Warrunner, but he went for this Hoof Stomp, level 1. This is unusual, because usually we see this passive coming out on him, and when a Crystal Maiden tries to harass a Centaur Warrunner, she gets more damage than she actually does, which is always really sad to see. Oh yeah, and Hannah is again driven out by the lane, the clarity interrupted by Adershock. So, oh well. Let's see how this goes.
Yeah, I think Jesse went for the hoof stomp because at the start he almost had a nice opportunity to hoof stomp the Shadow Fiend while the Dire Creep Wave was hitting at him. So, I mean, it's not the best of choices now, but oh, he's gonna go for Crystal Maiden maybe. There's the Frostbite. Will there be a few races to get the kill on Jesse? He's running away with the Boots of Speed. The Sand King, he's actually coming with his own boots, and this should be first blood for sure. Crystal Maiden does die to the tire, but that's
And
first blood for Kai.
the first blood. Yeah. The funny thing is, Crystal Maiden died at the same time, I think, of the creep wave or whatsoever. So Crystal Maiden goes down, but nobody is gaining any gold or any experience whatsoever. It's just dire
Oh.
kill.
Mid lane, Rubik is coming in for the Kanka. Can they get enough Kanka running the right way? And there's no boots for the Rubik either, so Polosan should be safe or easy. Jay is a little bit faster, but he's gonna go back to farming.
Yep. So first blood goes out for Scythe. This time they have like a little head start. But then again, I mean, the Centaur Warrunner is now level 2, and I really hope he goes for a return. Yeah, he does. Now he has his passive, and that passive actually helps you. This is why I was so disappointed that he didn't get it level 1. Because that would have actually helped him there much more than the Hoof Stomp. But yeah, he decided to go for the Hoof Stomp because it was like the better situational item. Skill. Or spell. Okay,
It,
second cast for today, and I'm already out of it.
the return would have helped quite a lot at the start, but at least he finally got it. And you can see Sand King just farming up the jungle now. He did get the first blood, so on his way towards a fast Blink Dagger already.
Yep, and the early levels on a Sand King always dangerous because the first thing you need on a Sand King is you need that Burrow Strike, because the Burrow Strike level 1 is barely has any significant range, but Burrow Strike level 2 already has a higher range and therefore you can initiate. So level 3 on Sand King is like the, I don't know, the first convenient go on the enemy hero.
Yeah, it really is. And oh, Nature's Prophet TPing in just as Owa wanted to go in for a rotation, and the Illusion Rune got snatched. Nature's Prophet actually tried to deny it, but still getting picked up by the Rubik.
Yep. And so far we have to look at the lanes. At the moment leading in CS is the Invoker. Like, G on the Invoker, he's not contested whatsoever. There's side pulls coming, so he's having a good time. The Shadow Fiend, like on the mirror lane pretty much, 23 and 18. So he's about the same farm as the Invoker in mid. We have the TA with a 22-12 and the Kunkka with a 12-5. So TA definitely winning in CS here.
Yeah, as to be expected as well, and we can see Hana actually giving up on the offlane and rotating towards his own jungle, which I think is a really nice idea.
Yep, last time we saw like a Nature's Prophet who really desperately tried to stay in the offlane, but it didn't work out. He ended up like really having no XP, no gold whatsoever. So if you don't get anything on your offlane as a Nature's Prophet, you can just go into jungle and TP in once the creep wave might actually reach the tower. And yeah, so I absolutely approve of this. I think it's the wisest decision you can do there.
Yeah, just look how patiently Owa waited at the secret shop, waiting for Nature's Prophet to show up, but finally coming on the lane to help with the push.
Yep,
And
but they use this window now. They see, okay, Nature's Prophet is gone. Well, actually, he comes back. So he wants to grab some of this XP. And yeah, they use that time to push the tower. There's a residual creep wave coming. And yeah, this will be enough to even get the tower down. Maybe Nature's Prophet is trying to get something. There is the cliff coming out. But I don't think they can do anything. Maybe this creep wave won't be enough, but the next creep wave definitely, if they get the damage up on it.
yeah, and I mean, Geo used his Forge Spirit quite nicely as well to buy some time, just trying to detour the creep wave as much as possible, and this should be the tower kill. They're making sure to zone out the Nature's Prophet, that no deny is actually gonna come out as well.
And the Invoker is also getting the last hit, so a really nice last hit there. That definitely helps him to get ahead, because in CS he's still similar to what the Shadow Fiend is doing, and yeah. But we're gonna see a rotation here. Level 2 Burrow Strike. The Kunkka is having a double damage rune. This is gonna be really bad for him.
Yeah, they should get the kill. X marks the spot. Is level 2. Actually, the Torrent misses, and they might not go for it. Oh, that was a big misplay.
Yeah, that was a big misplay. I mean, they might be able to get the tower now, but still, the Centaur Warren are surviving. And maybe Mineski is even rotating in here. There's the cliff. Centaur Warner is gonna find the Kunkka, or the other way around.
TA is rotating in, but Poloson has a double damage. I don't think Jesse wants to deal with that. This should be the tower, I think, but then again with the TA coming in, they might be able to detour it. Oh, the torrent does hit. Sand King comes with a nice 2-man barrel strike, but the refraction eating up mass TPs coming in. Sand King gets the sandstorm for a second, the sentry gets popped, but it's already out of range, and the ghost ship coming in. It's 0 heroes. There's the telekinesis onto Hana, a nice stun onto Poloson, but barrel strike, they get the Shadow Shaman down. Now Jay in some big trouble, sprouted up in the middle of 5 enemy heroes, and
yep. The double damage on the Kunkka definitely helping there as well. So this, even the second kill goes to the Shadow Fiend. This was a bit overextension. They thought like they're falling back and they can snack one of them, but instead 2 of them die. Nice barrel strike coming out there, and yeah, this is the end of this tower as well. But at the same time, we see Invoker pushing the other tower, and Shadow Fiend is now rotating to this lane. So on both sides, the tier 1 tower is down, but yeah, Scythe just having now the small advantage of just having more kills. And since there's no action, I'm showing already the early crafts. Like, it's going forth and back in XP at the moment. Scythe is having the slight XP advantage right now, simply because they got 2 kills more. When it comes to gold, Mineski was leading with 1,500, but then again, they just gave 2 kills away. On top of that, a tower, so the craft is going again to the side of Scythe.
I really wanted to find something on Mineski. They went in so deep, and suddenly some heroes got initiated upon, well, counter-initiated. The ghost ship came out and it missed everyone, so Mineski was feeling really good about the fight. But suddenly still too much burst damage. Shadow Fiend with the raises, of course. And he has a blink dagger, so
goes on the scent again. The ship is hitting as well.
There's the frostbite as well. The hoof stomp buying some time actually, and he might be fine. The Crystal Nova hits, he needs one more right click, but Inma Cute coming in, and in the mid lane Nova wants to wrap around Miracle, but did he get spotted out by no? That's his own ward.
Yep, but still, Center Warren is surviving there, which is a surprise. I saw him already dead. So yep. The Shadow Fiend, by the way, finished up a dagger and the Ochre Club, so we already saw the dagger rush, and now it's gonna be BKB as the next item, and this is gonna end up in him TPing in, using the BKB and going for his ultimate. And yep, this can be really dangerous if Mineski is grouped up, clumped up, so everybody's getting the damage, and of course the slow who's coming out with it. Oh, and
there's X marks the spot. There's the torrent as well. Will it hit in Makut? Yes, he does get hit. A nice hex came out before, but if you were right clicks from Miracle, finish up the job.
Yep. Oh, the Shadow Fiend having a good time with the Kunkka there, playing more likely the support. Like, they're both level 8 now, and yeah, really nice synergy between them, because the X-Mart gives one raise for sure, and then of course the Torrent keeps him in place. You could even place the second raise, and then just go for right clicks, and of course the Tidebringer doing damage there as well. This is really absolutely deadly for a hero like Shadow Shaman, at least in the early stage of the game. So yeah, looks good.
But Pokai on the Sand King has his Blink Dagger 10 minutes in, and Chio, he went for a Hand of Midas, which is kind of common for Exort Invokers, but do you think he should have gone maybe for Quasvex?
I don't know, like you know what I think about Exort after 6.8. So far every Exort we cast is losing the game, and I don't know, I don't want to stick because it's not representative, we can't cover every game, so our casting is obviously no officials. Oh my god.
Oh, there's Torrent on Inmakute again. Poor Shadow Shaman. There's the TPs coming in, but I think it's gonna fall before, or easy one raise, one more right click. Hana gets the kill, but Chase trying to chase. He gets sprouted up though, and the ghost ship coming in as well.
How do they have vision of everything here?
I got no idea how they actually saw him. I think Nature's Prophet was trying to TP in there, but he hadn't TP'd actually, so I got no idea. Well, they had vision anyway, so... And they might get the tier 1 on top of it, so I mean, this Invoker pick so far, he hasn't done anything except farming.
Yep, we haven't even seen a single Sunstrike yet. I mean, he invoked into Sunstrike and Forge Spirits at the moment, but as I said, not a single Sunstrike, and we are almost, yeah, we are 11 minutes in, and they go again for the TA.
Yeah, there's the X-Torrent, but the Refraction is helping quite a lot. Now the slow on to Polos, and he's actually dropping quite a lot. The Stampede used as well. Telekinesis, a few right clicks, and that should be the kill, or is it? Ova might go down in turn. Yes, it does. The Barrow Strike from Pokai finishes him up.
Well,
but a very well... Oh, Geo coming in finally. The Sunstrike misses, but the melt hit does hit, and Jay frostbitten up under the tower, has to back off, and Crystal Maiden TP's out.
Yep, the problem with the TA is he only has 1 point in melt, so his burst damage is quite limited, to be honest. How's it going with the Centaur Warrunner? He's on 1,700 gold, so we're gonna see pretty soon their Blink Dagger as well, and they definitely need it. Mineski needs some nice initiation also to interrupt TPs, which we just, for example, saw on the Crystal Maiden. I mean, it's 6-2. I won't say this game is over because it's definitely not, but definitely Scythe having the upper hand here. More towers, more kills, and they look just more solid also in item progression.
Actually, looking at the graph, the difference is almost non-existent. Gold, barely like 400 in the favor of Mineski actually. As well as XP, it's around 1k for the side of Mineski as well.
They go on the Invoker. Kanka just harassing endlessly with that turn, but the turn not dealing too much damage, to be honest. It's a level 1 turn, so it's really just at the moment to set up. But on top, TA has a double damage rune, but there's the Sand King with the Burst Strike.
He has the refraction up, and Imacute is at the side as well. Finally, Mass Serpent Wards are available, so they could maybe go for a tower kill if they get the pick off for 2.
Yep. No, what I meant with like having the upper hand, like gold and XP craft is one thing, but having the crucial items out is the other thing. And I mean, if I look at the Shadow Fiend with the Blink Dagger and almost the BKB done at
they're gonna go on Jay. There is the Requiem of Souls. The refraction comes out, so they want to turn it around. A nice Blink Dagger by Chesivash, and they're gonna get the double kill for it. Or are they Sand King actually surviving, but goes down in the end?
But this is exactly what I meant. Now just imagine he had the BKB done there already. That would have been really evil for Mineski. But this way they trade 2 for 1. Better trade for Mineski. But yeah, what I meant is like the crucial items, they're coming out for Scythe at the moment. And I don't know, the Invoker for example, okay, he went Midas, pretty greedy. But then he goes Necromonicon. I don't know, it's... So they still want to go for some pushing strategy whatsoever. The TA is going for the Morbid Mask and the Casual Yasha. Oh, they go on the Nature's Prophet.
Yeah, and they go on Geo at the same time as well actually, so...
Yep, 1 for 1 trade there. I don't know if it was really worth it. Also because the Necro 1 units might get farmed up. Yeah, there they farm it up.
But actually might be in trouble, or Jay might go down. There's the Burrow Strike, no refraction charges. The Hoof Stomp comes out, they get the kill. There's the Burrow Strike stolen by Rubik. He's trying to turn it around.
Yep.
And Jay.
1 for 1 trades here all the time. Kunkka there being a bit greedy, like getting so low. Oh, there's another. Nice, nicely done there by the Centaur Warrunner. Blink in, Hoof Stomp, and the Double Edge. This is 400 damage coming out by the Double Edge on the Crystal Maiden. She has low armor. There's nothing really coming out. Now we see the Mass Open Wards, and this tower will be pretty much done. Like both cliffs are coming out because at the same time Shadow Fiend and Hana are pushing top. But I think Mineski is maybe even able to defend this, and the Serpent Wards just do the damage while you're not even there.
Oh, they don't even try to deny, but they go on Rubik. Nevertheless, the Coronet does hit. The Ghost Ship coming in as well.
Oh.
He Burrow Strikes out. Wow.
Nice. Really nice play there by the Rubik. He Burrow Strikes out in that little time window he has because the turret is just level 1.
At least Miracle got to farm up the Serpent Wards in the end, so getting really close to the BKB. And like you said, once he has that, he can jump in without the worry of actually getting counter-initiated like he did last time. Because if he had had the BKB, it would have been a double kill for them probably. Yep. But even though they had the early Blink Dagger on the Sand King, he hasn't been able to find too much with it. I mean, they did some pretty nice openings, but Chesivash on the Centaur Warrunner, that Blink Dagger, he's been getting like 3 kills with it, and he was the only reason that Mineski didn't lose the top fight, like, hands out.
Yep. And like 3 minutes ago, we saw a 6-2 kill lead for Scythe, and now we are at 8-7 plus additional tower. And now also, TA just found a double damage rune, and the question is if a fight is gonna break out. Last time on bottom lane, like in the offline for Dire side, they had a little bad trade, especially with the tower, because the Kunkka had a double damage rune. Now they have a chance to actually turn it around. A Necro 2, is it Necro 2?
Oh, there's the... Miracle goes for the ultimate. They bring down Jay almost immediately.
Well, there goes the BKB and the dagger, exactly what I said. But in the meantime, Invoker is pushing. But, yeah, Sand
Oh, they
King.
get the Burrow Strike epicenter. There's the torrent. Next smart combination. And an easy
Oh,
kill.
he gets the Sunstrike off, but yeah, not enough.
So 2 core heroes suddenly dead for Mineski. Scythe just taking initiative there and trying to make things happen for themselves. I mean, it's exactly what they have to do as well. Templar Assassin was getting some pretty nice farm, and of course with the double damage rune, if they had found the initiation, they would have just blown somebody up. And I think Mineski really wanted to go for Roche actually.
Yeah, and Hana is now just sneaking there, the tier 1 tower. This tier 1 is so done. And Kunkka is even getting the last hit, so I'm wondering what Kunkka is gonna go for. Do we see a traditional... No, he's going for Orcro Club. So this is a BKB coming out by him, right? That's interesting.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, we
Guess
see a
it's-
Freeman smoke coming out, and they might find the Shadow Fiend with the BKB on cooldown.
Oh god, he blinks, just as Jesse Rush blinks in, but Hex with the shackle from Miracle
Yep.
and the double edge.
Easy
They
kill
get-
there. Also very needed kill, to be honest. Like, and it perfect timing. The BKB was still 5 seconds on cooldown, so very important kill coming out of there.
This actually opens Roche for them if they wanted to go for it. Inmacute has Mass Serpent Wards. Geo has double Forge Spirits as well as Necro level 2. So only if Jay was there with the meld hit it would be so fast, but they're going for it nevertheless. Yeah,
Yep.
Necro gets popped as well.
As it is at the moment, Invoker could even solo Roshan just with the Forge Spirits, but with the Serpent Wards on top of it, Rasta even using the Shaco on Roshan, etc., and the Necro units, like this is gonna be easy Roshan, and it looks like Scythe doesn't even know about it. They might, Mineski might lose the tier 1 tower here, especially with like Pokai waiting here for a Blink Dagger initiation, and the Kunkka being hiding there as well, so I don't know if they're gonna find something, that's the question. At the moment, it seems Mineski's well aware that a couple heroes are missing from the pitch. That means no going out for them.
Yeah, at the moment it's like both teams, they don't want to give too much away. They're just farming, camping for some opportunities, for some pickoffs, and then continuing the farm. So I don't know actually which team is gonna come out ahead when this happens. But Jay on the Templar Assassin also has a Blink Dagger now, so wants to be able to just blink into the middle of
look,
everything.
Santa and SK pretty much next to each other. Did they see each other? That's the question. What I was just showing on camera is like the Shadow Fiend is now getting nice stacks by the Crystal Maiden. He's farming up the entire jungle, so yeah, his net worth is at the moment on top. And I think the next action is gonna be here, but what they don't know is the Sand King is still
Oh,
waiting.
Hana might be Stampede. Jay blinks in as well, and Hana gets blown up. Oh god.
Is the Sand
The
King
X
coming in?
Torrent actually coming out. Chesivash gets it. The Ghost Ship coming in as well. But there's no help now. Meld hits onto Kunkka. He's slowed down, but he's still running really fast. But Jay blinks in. Just wants to go balls deep. There's the Hoof Stomp double edge, and they get the kill.
Very
No
nice.
time for the Sunstrike.
And the Sand King Pokai has been sitting here the entire time just watching this, and when Kunkka died under the tier 2, he eventually TP'd to the tier 2 tower, but too late to do anything. So 10-10 on the kill score, and I think Mineski is gonna add another tower to this. Yeah, there we go. 4 spirits and Necro free now.
Mid lane Crazy might be in trouble. Jay comes in with the right clicks. He gets frostbitten up, but the slow is up on Crystal Maiden. But Hana comes in as well and saves the
They have
Crystal
nothing
Maiden.
to follow up. You can eat through the
Oh,
refractions.
Jesse
that's
Vash
it.
hoof stomp, double edge, meld hit, one more right click, and they get the kill. But Pokai comes in, and Jesse Vash is gonna go down to the epicenter.
Okay, a 1-for-1 I guess, but still I think the kill towards the TA's pocket there is much better. And Polozone just going in on the Rasta. The Rasta ward's now getting farmed up. This is 360 gold towards the Radiant side if he gets all the hits there. But still, the tower damage he done is quite significant. We're looking at a 70% loss of HP there for the tier 2 tower. The Invoker at the same time did a bit damage to the bottom one. So yeah, Mineski is again trying to pursue some early push. I mean, that was kind of obvious the second we saw the Necromonicon coming out by the Invoker. And well, Shadow Fiend now finishes BOTs. The BKB and the dagger was all the time ready, so he can come into the fight, use the BKB, blink in, use ultimate. If he times it all right, this is such a deadly combination. And yeah, I think he's, you know, with the Shadow Fiend I always say, oh, squishy hero, they might not get it through, but this Shadow Fiend has so much farm now that everything's good. And Scythe is gonna find another tower here, so tower trading forth and back all the time.
It's really nice for Scythe to get that extra gold from the tower. And what do you actually think that the Shadowfiend should go for next?
Center Warner in trouble.
Oh, they get the X marks the spot. Jesse was just gonna go down, or is he gets the hoof stop out, or no, Frostbite is there. 4-on-1, just too much for him to handle.
Yeah, there's so much CC coming up. Like, the X mark torrent is already enough to lock him down, but then there's a Frostbite waiting for him, there's a Burrow Strike waiting for him, and if that is not enough, then there's still a Sprout. So this is like 4 times just locking you in place. Even if you're tanky, just as a Centaur Warrener, nothing you can do.
But yeah, still, what do you think Miracle's next item is gonna be? Well, he now has to play the Alacrity, so I'm guessing Yasha and up into a Manta style.
Yeah, Manta. Manta gives you, I mean, it gives you movement speed, attack speed. You get the illusions on it, and you also get some HP. I mean, and yeah, I think that's like the perfect item for him. And the Yasha
Jay might be in trouble. He doesn't have the BKB yet. There's the Burrow Strike. They do get the hit. Will there be X? Yes, there is X marks the spot. BKB, Miracle, and Requiem of Soul. They're gonna kill Jay just before. Oh, he finished up the BKB at least, but still, that's a kill. And Nova blinking into the trees on the Rubik.
There comes the hammer, exactly the hammer I said. But Mineski is trading there at the same time. Serpent wards were used, so the tier 2 tower is going down. But Scythe is also going for the tier 2 tower, and it seems Mineski is calling
Rubik goes in
for
with a stolen epicenter. They're gonna kill Hana. Miracle dropping low as well. Jesse was used the double edge already, and they get the double kill.
Oh, what is Pokai doing here? He was channeling the epicenter, but he just tried to kill some trees there. He didn't go in with it, so, and TPing out there. This is really bad. So, I mean, they got the kill on Jay, which is good, but they wanted to go for the tower, got greedy, the epicenter got stolen, and yeah, it killed their core hero plus the Nature's Prophet, and they lost the tier 2 tower. And since all that just happened, we go for crafts again. Right now we look at a 5k advantage in experience for Mineski, and this craft is going even a bit further because it's just updating what happened like a minute ago. And looking at the gold, Mineski has 4k gold, but even that with the 2 kills will update, I guess, to about 4,500, 5,000-ish.
Yeah, it's going so good for them. The only thing that I don't really understand from Mineski is that they gave the Aegis to Geo. I mean, Jay has been going down a couple of times, whereas Geo has been just split pushing and not fighting at all, so the Aegis kind of a waste there. But then again, Jay now has the BKB, won't get caught out as easily. And of course, 4 heroes on the side of Mineski have Blink Daggers. That's...
What did I just see? A Sunstrike? I heard the Sunstrike. I get paranoid.
He hunted for Polozon. They just saw him with this ward in the jungle here.
Oh, okay. Like, I'm always getting paranoid when I see a Sunstrike. As a cameraman, you're like, oh my god, I'm missing something, I'm missing something. Sunstrike, kick him out. Oh my god.
At least Polozon now has his BKB finished up on the Kanka, so can fight slightly better. And one thing that isn't up for Mineski is a mech, but they do have a pipe now on Jesse Vash.
Well, a mech, having it early is always nice. To be honest, right now at 25 minutes, I wouldn't even bother with a mech, because it's just too late. I mean, the HP pool of the heroes is so high, and like I think everything beyond 25-30 minutes, if you don't have a mech till then, just don't bother with it. It's just pointless. The heal just gets so insignificant. But Pokai again waiting.
Yeah, he's hunting. I think we're gonna see a fight here. There's no other way. The torrent hits Jay. It's just some harassed torrent at the moment. They get the tower, and this Sand King just hasn't been able to find the big openings. And look, Miracle is just pushing the tier 2 at the same time, and Pokai, he needs to blink closer if he actually wants to go for it. And now it's 14 seconds where he can't blink again. This tower is taking huge amounts of damage. But Jesse Vash going in. The BKB by Kanka comes out in time, but Jay with the right click, still forcing him out. Mask of Madness.
And Pokai now, this could be really deadly. This epicenter level 2, this could make the difference.
Yeah, he is channeling it now. He's jumping in as well. Burrow Strike onto Owa. He's gonna kill the Rubik at least. Can they get more?
Yeah, but at the same
Kanka
time,
actually goes down, and Pokai the Sunstrike, it misses, but the Deafening Blast hits with the right clicks of Jay. And this is Rax.
Yep, this is Rax. The first melee Rax is going down. The only one who's doing something for Scythe at the moment is the Nature's Prophet, but the TPs are coming out. The wards are also running out, so this is not free gold. So yeah, the Invoker's gonna be happy. He's gonna farm up the trees and everything that's here. There's barely any damage done to the tier 3 tower. Oh, but the Shadow Shaman being in trouble. No, he's not. He TP'd even further away. I mean, blinked even further away and TP'd out. So very nice fight there for Mineski. They traded pretty well. Sand King Kunkka going down for the sake of a Rubik kill. This epicenter, I mean, the Sand King is positioning himself well, but at some point he has to go in. He had the chance to channel an epicenter on up to 4 people, but he chose to go then for a single Rubik. Oh, and the Centaur War Runner. He's not getting
spotted. If only the
spotted.
Centaur knew the Crystal Maiden is there.
They wanna go for.
Oh, they spot him out with the Psionic Trap. This Crystal Maiden might be in trouble. Now they're gonna go for Miracle. They get the Sunstrike as well.
Very nice. This is a very nice chaining of abilities there. Like the Hoof Stomp into the double edge, into the lift, and the Sunstrike on top of it. You can't see it better. And also the Rubik has, by the way, now Blink Dagger, so there's even a fast initiation coming. And it's looking grim for Scythe. 1 Rex down, the Shadow Fiend, their main core is down again, and Mineski is using that time to just do Roshan. And with the Aegis, they can go, for example, for bottom lane. The tier 2 is down already. The only outer tower left for Scythe is this one. It almost has full HP, so it's all good, I guess. But then again, I don't know. Also Kunkka not having any item progression whatsoever since he found that BKB. What is Scythe planning to do here?
Well, I guess they're just hoping for a nice defensive fight. The Sand King is always hiding in the trees, looking for the perfect epicenter. But now it's come to a point where they need the combination of pretty much all their ultimates. They need the epicenter, Ghost Ship, and Requiem of Souls to come out simultaneously, and just hope that it will be enough, because there is the pipe on Chesivash, BKB also up on J, and there's a Sheepstick up on Geo now.
Yep, and we see some like nice little counter push coming out here by Scythe. They want to get really rid of the creeps and everything, but the Master Bomb was
Serpent
out.
Wards with the pipe as well. Crystal Nova doesn't do much, but the splash from Polosan actually drags the creeps away. And BKB popped by Polosan. Chesivash just made a... Oh, he baited that BKB out so bad.
He was like, blink blink, in the same second. Kunkka, BKB is out. The Nature's Prophet is pushing now. So is Mineski calling off their attack here? I mean, they have the advantage of Kunkka not having a BKB. So... do they go for it?
Oh yeah, they're gonna go right clicks onto Miracle, meld hit as well, Chase, giving Chase with the Mask of Madness, extra movement speed. But right comes in, there's the Sprout, and Chase waits his BKB somewhat. There's the Ghost Ship as well. He might go down, he doesn't have the Aegis, and yes, he will fall.
Oh, that was not really optimal. To be honest, there was no follow-up. He dove that base, the high ground, so much, but there was no follow-up whatsoever. Invoker didn't bother to come in. The Necro units weren't even used, and of course also no Blink Dagger on the Centaur Warrunner. I think that was some communication issue. Jay didn't plan to be caught out there after his BKB rotation duration. So
I mean, once again, I just don't understand why are they giving the Aegis to the Invoker when he's staying so far back in the fights anyway, and Templar Assassin's just going balls deep with a Mask of Madness.
Yeah, it doesn't really make sense to me either. Like the TA is diving through the tier 3 and is being under attack of all the people. If he had the Aegis, this would have been maybe even a second set of racks. I'm not sure about the buyback potential at the moment. It's not up on many people. Actually, it's just out on Sand King, Furion, and Invoker. So I don't know. I think the Aegis distribution there for Mineski is kind of flawed, but this is just us casters saying it. Maybe they had a plan, maybe the Invoker was supposed to go more aggressive, but yeah, TA is going down. That means precious time is being lost for Mineski.
Yeah, but Geo just going with the split push now. Alacrity on a Forge Spirit can pop the Necro Book as well. Yes, he does do so, and it will force Scythe to come back on at least a couple of heroes. And top lane Chesivash is on the hunt. He wants Hana. He really wants it.
Yeah, he's going now.
They spot each other out now. There is the Hoof Stomp. No, he cancels it. Hana trying to juke. There's the Stampede just in case. Hoof Stomp. Double edge. Sunstrike as well. And they should get the kill. One more right click will finish the job.
There it goes. Oh, I think he stutter stepped there just for a bit, and I was like, oh my god, maybe Hana is getting out, but no, he didn't. And I think they set up another trap here. Like the Rasta is playing Greenpeace activist at the moment, just hiding in the jungle, and I don't know. Maybe they want to bait with the Invoker. Yeah.
Oh, the Sunstrike onto Invoker. He has the Aegis. Miracle comes in with the BKB. He doesn't channel the ultimate, but goes for the right click. But Jay coming in, and Miracle can't stand the damage coming out. Hawkeye slowed down as well. A few right clicks finished up the job. Invoker's Chaos Meteor burn did it. And now Crystal Maiden up in the air from the tornado. Gonna go down. In Macute. Hex, Shackle, Kanka dead as well. I think this might be the GG call.
Oh my god. Yes, this was a very nice bait. Also the Serpent Wards placed in a way that... Oh god, he wants to go
Hana
even
might
for more.
go down. No way, nice Sprout. But the Sunstrike! Oh,
Yeah,
right
he
click,
gets
Jay
him.
the kill.
The Sunstrike just tipped him over, and there comes the GG. A complete team wipe for Team Scythe there. And Mineski, what's wrong with those guys? I don't know, their performance lately is just amazing.
They are playing so damn well, really. I guess the lineup changes worked wonders for them.
Yeah, like, anyway, I think we have to wrap it up, guys, but there's another game coming. We are up like 16 CET. This is in 29 minutes. We're gonna cast Empire versus Fnatic. I really hope you enjoyed the games, and I'm sorry for those people who have problems with Twitch today. We are HeflaTV, I'm HeflaMoke, and with me is Coucher. If you want to watch the VODs, then just go to our YouTube. You can also go on our Facebook. There you can also see the YouTube link, and of course the link to Twitch. And even more appreciated would be if you follow our Twitch, and the next time we cast you will be notified. Anyway, if you don't have enough of Dota yet, Empire versus Fnatic, also a very promising game. There's gonna be a lot of action, and we're gonna cast it at 16 CET. This is in 29 minutes, so just stay tuned there. We're coming back.